So there are some interesting Druid changes which caught my attention when they were announced, and it's the fact that this guy now has some new weaknesses. Yeah, that's right, and this is a change that actually happened to the Mermonkey as well, but it also caught the top at Druid, and it's the fact that this guy now is weak to 2 different types of Bloons, which is really interesting. So let me walk you guys through everything that's happening. First off, let's start with the elephant in the room, which is the map that we're playing on. This is Shipwreck from BTD Battles, and I'm gonna link the code. This is a custom map, so if you guys want to check it out. And let's straight up go into the changes. So the first change is that the tornado speed's projectile got reduced by a little bit. I don't think this is going to be too significant, but this next one, look at this one. So this thing is now no longer immune to lead Bloons, and it is now immune to white Bloons and purples. And this is a change that also happened to the Mermonkey as well. And I feel like it's annoying, but it might be a little bit more impactful on the Mermonkey than it's going to be on the Druid, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let me just place this sub like this, by the way, because this is a tricky map, it looks like. Let me also mention the other 2 changes. So the first change is that the ball lightning's freeze duration now got increased by 3 times, so it goes from 1.5 to 4.5 seconds. That's a lot, actually. And then the Superstorm's DDT pierce got reduced a little bit from 9 to 7, so that's gonna be nice in just holding DDTs. And I was actually contemplating on playing on impossible mode instead of chimps for this one, because there's this monkey knowledge called Cold Front, and that's a monkey knowledge point that allows the ball lightning to have 100% freeze on its targets, or at least the lightnings that come out of the ball lightning to have 100% freeze. Now what I'm most interested about is these new changes with the new weaknesses with this top hat Druid, because this might get a little bit annoying, so I'm just trying to see the scope of this. And yeah, the Mermonkey changed, and actually their weakness to a white Bloons is actually really important, because white Bloons and just zebras are all over BT6, right? So you have white Bloons going out in, like, I think the 20s when they start, and then you have white Bloons coming out of the zebras share the same immunity, and then throughout the game of BT6, right, rainbows pop into zebras, which I guess if you have a white Bloon problem, then you're not going to be able to pop them, and then ceramics pop into rainbows, which eventually pop into zebras and white Bloons. So, you know, the problem is just multiplying throughout a game of BT6, and this is what caused a lot of issues for the Mermonkey. But I feel like it's not going to be the same with this Druid, and the reason why I say that is because this Druid has a lot of attacks, right? So he has the Thorns, he has the Thunders, and then he has the Ball Lightning. Actually, we have the first purple Bloons. Alright, so are we sniping all of these guys? I see some at the top. Let me just place the Road Spikes. These Road Spikes are saving us in the early game. So I guess this, yeah, this is also, the purples are part of this new immunity, so it's going to get a little annoying that we're going to have zebras on this round 26, and that's going to be just white Bloons in general, but we should have no issues in popping them. So yeah, there we go. We didn't even see them, actually. Alright, so 31 is going to have zebras and white Bloons. I see a white Bloon here on the right side. Zebras are coming out, and yeah, this is why I said this is probably not going to be that impactful for the Druid, right? Because look at what's happening. It's just the lightning that's dealing with all these guys. It doesn't even matter that much, it looks like. Purple Bloons, though, we're going to have some purples on 32. We're only popping the purples with the Thorns, so maybe do we have like the Thorns, or Sean, we're going to need a little bit more range onto this guy. I wonder if we can fit a village onto this barrel right here. Oh, we can. Okay, it's really nice. Let me just not buy it right now because the cash is not doing too well. And here come the purples. Okay, so I have this guy set on strong, which hopefully is going to make him focus down the purples. Yes, there we go. That's very good. Okay, so let's set this guy back to first, and I think it's time for us to give us the cow potion. And actually around 35 with a little bit of rainbows, which do spawn into, yes, there we go, spawn into white Bloons, but again, absolutely no problem. So this tower seems to be holding its own really nice. The ball, I think, is such a great tower as well, but I'm not sure if we want to buy it right now. We're going to get a huge damage boost, but we have nothing to deal with around 40. So let's see how we do versus 36 first. This is like kind of a strong tower by itself. I just like the 302. It blows back stuff. I don't know, it does a lot of AoE damage. Are we holding 36 though? I think we are. I think it actually is holding 36 by its own. Okay, so let's do a couple of things. First off, can we have an alchemist like, oh, the alchemist doesn't reach though, does he? Oh my god, that's so close. Okay, so this is the last pixel in which I have an alchemist, and does the alchemist actually, if he reaches, that's gonna be, oh my god, he does. That is the most, this is like a pixel perfect placement. That's totally by accident, by the way, but yes, that's amazing. In round 39, we're gonna have the MOAB come out in a second, and I am actually saving up a bit of cash because I want to try something for the MOAB. I'm waiting for this round to end. There we go. So I'm gonna buy the ball lightning right now, and let's see if the ball lightning is actually gonna do enough damage. That ball is actually following the MOAB really nicely. Oh my god, I think it did a lot of damage. If we pop the MOAB layer, we're definitely defending the ceramics, and it actually popped the MOAB layer. I didn't think it was gonna do that, by the way. Since when is this tower this good? I knew it's good versus small Bloons, but it actually straight up popped the MOAB. That was kind of ridiculous, honestly. All right, and round 45, interesting one because count purples for the first time on this one. This one in 48. So let's see how this guy does. He does have the camo texture remaining from the potion that we gave it to him. And look at these purples, they're just walking through. Oh no, wait a minute. All right, so for the, I don't know what time in this game, purple Bloons are actually being annoying, and this new immunity is, I guess it's only the purples that are being annoying. I don't think the white Bloons are being annoying, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so let's buy this sniper. I'm gonna give this guy the cow potion from Geraldo. I'm probably gonna give it the semi-auto next, I think, because of 48. Yeah, there we go. We're just destroying 47 by the way, and all these guys coming out, and we no longer have camo detection on the Druid, so let me just buy the radar scanner. So 2-2 village, and I think I'm just gonna be sustaining this sniper with camo potions whenever necessary, right? So this is gonna be our MOAB popping power. I know that this Druid kind of popped the MOAB around 40, but I'm not exactly too hopeful that he's gonna be doing that for the entirety of the game. So this is gonna be a 4-2-0 alchemist. This guy is gonna be our MOAB popping power, and let me just see, do these camo purples, do you plan on coming out, or did we just, are we over with the camo purples on 48 by the way, or because I haven't seen this guy? Oh yeah, there we go. All right, it's around 55. How are we doing on this one? We're gonna have a lot of waves of ceramics, and one of the problems is that when these ceramics bring into zebras and white balloons, the tornado is just gonna stop, so there's gonna be no stalling. So hopefully, you know, the damage can pick up from the ball lightning and the other attacks, and so far it seems to be picking up. I'm not seeing any issues, guys, I'm gonna be honest. All right, so this is gonna be an interesting one because we have a zebras and purples on the next one. Zebras, absolutely no problem. Purples might be a little bit annoying, especially because I have the sniper on strong, and so these purples, yeah, they are going to be stopping some of our attacks. So I'm just questioning if it's going to be a better idea for me to just set the sniper on. Yes, it is. I should have switched this guy to first a little bit earlier, and I feel like this is going to be a lot better. And yeah, guys, so this purple immunity is the one that's actually causing us all the trouble. It's not the other one. It's not the white balloon immunity. It doesn't matter for that one. You could just clean them out with the lightnings. But oh, look at the top. Is that gonna, that's a full MOAB that, wait a minute, it got popped. All right, this is ridiculously close. Yeah, we're barely surviving this one. And you know what the sans part is? I can't even give it luxurious fire because it's purples and they're immune to fire as well. Okay, so I guess I wanted to do the mermonkey. Actually, I wanted to do the top hat mermonkey because this thing gives a lot of pierce, and pierce is going to be something that I'm not exactly sure if this druid lags, but I just want to have this thing for the slow as well. And I know it's probably not going to be too good versus purples either, but it's going to be helpful. So look at this thing. Yeah, it's so much more helpful. It's actually insane. Is this guy, by the way? Yes, he's in range of the mermonkey. That's really nice. All right, so we cleaned this one out, and on to round 63. So 63 actually we should have absolutely no issues because, well, this mermonkey is kind of good, but also this druid, this is what this guy does. So that was wave number 1, and we didn't exactly see it. So let's watch wave number 2 now. So wave number 2 should be out any second, and it's so the wave has been already dealt with. That was the mermonkey, honestly, but look at this guy go. He's blowing everything out. Should I be worried about this one, by the way? 2 BFBs? I don't know if we have the damage actually, because these guys are gonna break into a lot of small balloons. So let's just see what happens. I was also thinking of buying Geraldo's bunny, by the way, which might not be a bad idea given the cost. It's only gonna be like $6,000. Oh, look at the wave from top. Oh no, it's actually leaking. Look at this. All right, so let's commence Operation Pet Bunny, or I should say the Bunny Paragon, into the Elite Defender. I'm pretty sure, because we are gonna need the MOAB class damage. Yeah, you guys can kind of see how it's lacking MOAB class damage right now. Even though we got the slow from the mermonkey a little bit, this is just not enough, it seems like. But I am still going for the low lead biz. That's not changed. And how's everything looking? This is an important round, by the way. So Elite Defender is online on strong. Maybe we should switch this thing to first, but let's keep him on strong for now. 42 Druid with 65,000 pops. So the Elite Defender has overtaken him. And then the Druid is at 31,000, so getting closer to the lower of the best. Thankfully, it's not that expensive, so we're gonna be able to buy anything else if we wanted to. And look at this thing, this is just cleaning everyone out. I feel like if we only had the sniper, oh, let's just switch the sniper to first, by the way. But yeah, if we only had the sniper plus the mermonkey, these guys would not have been defending without the Druid, right? All right, 7-7 might be problematic. So sniper is still on strong. We have a bunch of small balloons, actually small MOABs, which are the BFBs breaking into them, and just this Druid is blowing everyone back. Look at this blowback, just go to town. This is such a great tower, guys. Such a great stalling tower as well. I can't believe I'm not using this, like, not even just the ball lightning, but like this tornado Druid to stall balloons a lot more. This looks like huge value to me, honestly. All right, so this is the time in the game in which this Druid's stall is actually going to be a lot more important than the damage that he does. So I'm trying to rely on the freeze and just the tornadoes in general. You guys know what also would have been nice? Instead of playing on a pop-up mode, we should have probably even played on hard mode up until round 100, because if you leak lives, this is, by the way, the bear crossbow, I think, the Heart of Vengeance, but if you leak lives, you get a lot more attack speed. So all these attacks just getting dished out so much, and it's even a better stall in just like the normal games than it is in like Chimps mode or in Popple. And maybe it's time for us to start giving the Jury's Fire to these towers on the side. So let me just give it the Jury's Fire. This is the upgraded version, by the way, so I don't mind using it to this point. It lasts for 10 rounds, so maybe give the Jury's Fire to the mermonkey as well. Let's go. All right, so looking at these rounds, I'm noticing a pattern, and that's the fact that we don't exactly have that much MOAB class damage. So I was thinking, what do we buy? I mean, the best choice is probably going to be the Carpet of Spikes, and it's going to win the game by itself. But what if we don't do that? What if we buy the MOAB Eliminator instead? So that's exactly what I'm going for. I think maybe we just give it like, I don't know what's the crossbow that you give on this guy. Like, I'm just gonna give it the frags and the extra range just because of, well, the extra range. But the most important factor is just gonna be the ability because it's just so good, right? And it is actually slowly getting messy. So I'm just trying to play it slow and see what's happening on both sides. We do have the money for the MOAB, so I'm gonna buy this guy right now. He also does a little bit of extra damage, I guess, to MOAB class Bloons with his normal attack, so that's not gonna be too bad because we are missing a lot of it. We're also gonna need some slows, by the way, which I'm gonna place onto these broken parts of the boat. But first off, camo potion for the sniper because DDT. So hopefully this guy, yeah, there we go. He's on strong, so let's deal with the DDTs as fast as possible. He is, well, wait a minute. The MOAB needs camo detection in order to pop DDTs, so we are gonna need to use both of these guys actually. Okay, so let me give the camo potion now to the MOAB LM, and then this guy has for 9 rounds, which means that it's gonna expire around 100. So the DDTs coming out from the bat are not gonna be able to get affected by this guy, so we have to remember to replace it. And look at this cute little spot. It sees, well, I guess not everything, but it sees like a decent amount of track, and it's also in range of the mermonkey, which means it's gonna get some extra pierce. So this is gonna be a perfect spot for a relentless glue. So let's set this guy, let's keep him on first because he's gonna be relentless glue, right? And 93, so let's switch this guy back to strong for the DDTs. We have camo detection now onto the MOAB, so we are gonna be able to eliminate one of the DDTs at least. Or wait a minute, did we launch the rocket and actually none of the DDTs popped, or did I didn't see well? Wait a minute, let me actually try that thing. Okay, so I'm launching the rocket. Oh my god, it does no damage to DDTs. Why? Because they're blind balloons? Is that it? But that's insane because this is an ability. It shouldn't work like that though. I can understand the normal attacks but not the ability. Alright, I guess we're gonna be genieing this thing up for 93. I mean, this is not what I wanted to do for it, and not for this round, I guess, but it's something that we have to. Okay, so we're also gonna need a camo potion, by the way, for the glue because it cannot see any of these guys, and hopefully with the genie we have this thing. I'm keeping the sniper on strong. I should switch him to first, and yes, there we go. Alright, we clean these guys out. Alright, so Geraldo is level 90. He's gonna get level 20 soon-ish, so that means that the entire stock is gonna get restocked. So let's place all of these items before we go. So I think it's gonna be next round actually that he gets to level 20. I might be wrong about that thing, but I just want to place him anyways. So we're gonna have at least one genie for 95, which is gonna be super important. How are we doing on this one, by the way? Let me just use the MOAB ability, which we are eliminating some of these UMGs. I guess it's helping out a little bit, and this is probably gonna be the most important round out of all of them. This is a 99 actually. All right, so full restock on the shop around 95. Let's get the relentless glue on this guy. Let's give it some camo detection, switching back to first so he slows some of these DDTs, and let's see how we can do on this one. It is already not looking good. I'm watching the top side, by the way. You can see some ceramic leftovers trying to walk in, but the Druid is somehow defending them. No, we actually leak. All right, so let's just get a Sabo, and the Sabo should fix this round, right? Let me just get one more Jury's Fire, by the way, because we can. Let's just have it like this. I'm gonna let these balloons come out, like these DDTs come out for a second, and then use the Sabo. So maybe like now would be a good time because it doesn't last for the full 95. This guy is on first, which is good because we need a little bit of extra help with the cleanup of ceramics actually, because the Druid is not doing his thing. I mean, he is doing his thing, but he just cannot make up for everything. And how is this? Oh no, the Sabo is out, and as soon as the Sabo is out, it's just gone, man. Let's try it again. Let's use the Sabo like this. This is a little bit better with the timing of the Sabo than last time. And can I give like one of you guys just please accept my Jury's Fire? There we go. Is this gonna be? This is looking a lot better because I waited a lot more for the Sabo ability, and it seems like, oh my god, that was so close here at the top, but I think we have it. All right, finally 95 is dealt with. All right, this is getting a little bit crazy, I'm gonna be honest. This is not looking good. Thankfully we have 2 genies, and these genies are the ones that I'm looking to save us essentially. So yeah, hopefully Geraldo can clutch through. Okay, so we dealt with the small balloons. Let me just use a MOAB and get rid of one UMG, and then we're gonna get rid of another one, and then hopefully one more, this guy on the bottom, and then it's only gonna be these guys on the right side. See, the MOAB is actually doing something. Like, he's not that bad, but it's just the DDTs that we're struggling against, right? All right, so let's use the LM on this guy, and then the LM again for the ZMG on the bottom, and that's gonna be around 97. All right, and as 97 is ending, we are probably gonna need to place a genie actually for 98. So we have 2 genies ready to go. So wait for this round to end. This one is gonna last for 2 rounds, so 98 and 99. And then I'm not sure if we're gonna need a genie for round 100. Hopefully not, but can I just give one of you guys? Yeah, there we go. We get Jury's Fire to one of you guys as well. Let's watch this one. Okay, so keep using the MOAB. That's truly important. As much RB as we can remove of this round, that's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna use the Sabo actually, just slow everyone down. The snipers on first, and let's just chill. MOAB coming out, just use it as soon as possible. The Sabo is ongoing, and we're just chilling. We're making a decent amount of cash on this round. I see a ZMG, so look at the right side actually. No ZMGs on the right, but on the left side, I'm eliminating these guys one by one. So that's that's good, I guess. We can make this guy into Relentless Glue. Let me just switch this guy to first as well. That's gonna be helpful. It also works on DDTs, by the way. It's actually such a mess on screen that I don't even know what we lost to, so let's just retry this. Alright, so let's try it with both of the genies, which is probably not a good idea because we're gonna have 0 genies for around 100, but maybe we can afford, I don't know, like a Spike Storm for around 100, so maybe just get onto the Spike Storm as soon as possible because we're gonna need the cooldown to get off. And let's see if 2 genies are gonna be enough. Alright, so these guys might create a little bit of a mess actually, so even though it sounds good, you know, buying 2 genies, it might be a little bit annoying as well. So let's use the Sabo. We are gonna need to use a Rejuve actually for the Sabo for 99 because 45 DDTs. And how is everything looking out with 2 genies? It's looking a little bit better than last time, I'm gonna be honest. Is this guy set on strong, by the way? He is. That's really good. And yes, 2 genies are absolutely enough to clean everyone out. Okay, let me just buy the Spike Storm right now. Do we have money for the... Yes, we just got the money for the Rejuve, which is really important for the next one. And let me use one more MOAB LM, and there it goes, round 98. All right, 2 more rounds, guys. Okay, so let's Rejuve this. Let's use the Sabo, and hopefully this is gonna be enough to stop these 45 DDTs for a second. The sniper is still on first, by the way, because we need some help with the small balloons and the cleanup, and it looks like it... Am I jinxing it? No, I'm not. We are absolutely fine. All right, around 100, the bad balloon is coming out, so no more genies, and this is why I bought the Spike Sword, which did not exactly distribute the spikes that well. Okay, so it is what it is, I guess. We have the MOAB LM, by the way, so let's keep using the ability. We do have a lot of damage, by the way, especially with the MOAB LM, but I want to use the... let's actually use the MOAB LM again, and let's use the Rejuve so that we can get the Sabo going. One more Spike Storm, one more MOAB LM, and finally we get it done. Oh my god, that was such a fun map, actually. That was so fun, and we haven't had a map like this in a very long time, but that was so enjoyable to play. And yeah, this is a new Druid. I know that we kind of started the game for the Druid, and the Druid has a weakness to purple balloons, but other than that, you know, he's just doing his job, and he's an amazing stall. But that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.